Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Frozen Fortunes. If you are still enjoying the series, do be sure to drop a like on the video. That'd be amazing. It really helps the channel. Now, just a couple of little bits and bobs before we get into today's games. As you might notice, we've actually had a pretty decent run so far, so we do need to talk about why that is. The first thing I wanted to say is thank you. We hit 20,000 subs over the weekend, which is amazing. I got very close to doing it last time, but this time around, I feel much better about things, so it's great to be above that. Get that monkey off my back, so to speak. So seriously, thank you to all of you that have subscribed, and particularly people that are new to the channel as well, that didn't know about me before. Thank you for stepping on board the Christ on a bike train and whatnot. The last little quick thing that I wanted to talk about is the FM Charity Cup. Now, some of you that are more active on Twitter and Facebook would have seen me talk about this along with other people. But essentially what it is in May, on the 5th of May, there is going to be a charity football match at Leamington FC in the Midlands. And we're raising money for War Child. And many of your favourite creators and bloggers and just general people from the FM sphere are going to be playing in the game, as well as potentially some ex-pros and other general guests. So it's going to be a fun day out. So if you're interested in that kind of thing and you're in the area, come on down on the 5th of May. That'd be really cool. Meet up with some of us. It'd be cool. Put a link in the description of this video to the website, because there is a way that viewers can also play in the games if they have a particularly unique FM story to tell. So do be sure, if you do want to play in the match, go to the website and sign up and see what happens. Now that's enough preamble. Let's get into the games that we've played in this episode. The first of which was away at Næstved, and I've just noticed that that game had a 1,300 attendance. That is enormous. The game was shit, but the attendance was good. As for the game itself, we probably could have won that. They actually only had 2 shots and none of them were on target. It was not a good performance by them, and we maybe could have nicked something. We had a couple of good opportunities, just fluffed them at the wrong moment. But away form, again, is looking slightly better, and you notice there's a lot of games unbeaten until a certain point. And then, of course, we had to turn around and immediately disappoint me. Now, of course, coming into this game, Grivo were one of the big challenges in the league, so I thought putting a win over them at home would be freaking fantastic. Börje and Nicky Steffensen put us 2-0 up in the game, but the injury to Andre Gunnarsson, and it just really messed us up. He broke his jaw and he's going to be out for 6 weeks. I think he might be able to play today, but it'll be his first game back. Now, we come to the game against Squasheved, and I gotta say, this is one of the most fun games I've ever watched. Nerve-wracking, but fun. So we fell behind in this game from Jimmy Miasi, but then Finn Pedersen put us back on level terms and Søren Bøje put us in front. Then on 62 minutes, Simon Bremer made it 2-2. Fine. I was a bit annoyed because we were actually starting to play really well at this point. But then, in the 91st minute, Mikkel Nygaard came up with the winner, or what I thought was the winner. This is crazy. Came up with the winner in the 91st minute of this game. But then they went straight back down the other end in the 94th minute, and Jimmy Miasi made it 3-3, head in hands kind of time. But then we had one more sting in the tail as Rasmus Bigler made it 4-3 in the 95th minute. So 3 goals in stoppage time in that game. That was a hell of a match. I really wanted to show you the actual stats for the game against HIK, because this game was almost the exact reverse of the game we played against them at home, except they actually came away with the win in this one, and we got screwed out of a point. We got screwed out of the win in our home game. But look at the amount of chances they created. We were bloody dreadful and thoroughly deserved the loss in this game. Our best player was Morten Biscar by an absolute mile. It says they only had 2 shots saved, but that can't be right, considering they had 10 shots on target and they only scored 1 goal. So I don't really know what that's about, but he was definitely our best player on the night, and the only reason we didn't lose by 4 or 5 goals, frankly. So a poor away performance, but we've kind of got used to those at times, but it is disappointing considering we've been playing a bit better away, and it actually got through our last few away games without losing. Or have we? No, we got through our last away game without losing. But then back at home against Brøndby, and we did all right. Nygaard and Steffensen, 2 quick-fire goals. Oscar Butch got on back for them, but it wasn't enough. And that was a big win over a team that were right up there against us in the league, although it is very tight, even now. Finally, the game I'm probably been most proud of from an away performance perspective. We won a game away from home at BK Avarta, but it's the fact that we actually played really well in this game. Alan Franson gave us the lead on 50 minutes before Stellan Trasborg. I'm going to have to show you this. So this is literally the 3rd time that this has happened this season. And frankly, all of them have gone in our favour for once, which is very bizarre. So if later I try to complain, look, watch this. Trasborg and... What? I think it's about time we brought out that old segment, because if there's ever a time that we could use it, it's right about now. What the f*** was that? So yeah, if later down the line I start complaining about that happening to us, then feel free to call me out, because we've had that happen to our opponents 3 times this season, which is way more than it should have ever happened to them. But that's just the way things have fallen. So when it does happen to us, and it will, feel free to call me out if I start getting shitty about it, that's all. But the key thing is that we actually played really well. They had a lot of decent chances late on as they were pushing for it, but we've probably our best away performance so far. Yeah, okay, we had to rely on the silly own goal, but we still played really well, created a decent number of chances. We looked really solid. And all of that brings us to today. It's the final game of the season. We are away at B93. Now, technically, they could go above us if they win, but there'd need to be quite a swing in the goal differences in order for that to happen. Also, Griva are at home to Braunschweig, so that game is kind of going to be what's holding us back in some respects, in that if Braunschweig and Griva draw, we are champions of nothing. We are the champions of nothing. But I really do think we're in a good opportunity today. If we just get a point, I think that'll be more than enough for us just because of the goal difference. So let's hope we can do it. Now, Rooney Courtson has been complaining his little head off, and eventually he got bored and told me he wanted to leave. Now, I've promised to give him a couple more games, but he's really not having any of it. And it's annoying because I have actually been giving him game time. He's been playing every other game, sometimes actually more than that. While I've been rotating players. So I really don't know what he's complaining about, but if he wants to leave, then that's all we're going to have to do. And the main change I made in that last game, I should point this out, I totally forgot, is that I put Benson in as the defensive midfielder instead of Ibsen. And I think it made a massive difference because I think he's much better there than... I don't know what Ibsen's problem is, but we just don't seem to be able to get the best out of him, and I don't want to risk playing him if we're going to perform badly. So we'll look to bring in, hopefully, another centre midfielder to replace Roeder, but for now, he will play in the centre midfield role with Diermusa in front of him. Now, I've been doing some reading. Last time it was about tutoring. This time it was about the idea of sweeper keepers. Now, I'll put a link to the article I was reading from Jonathan Aspey in the description because I think it's important, because it seems to me that we could actually benefit quite a lot from using a sweeper keeper type of goalkeeper on attack as well, because apparently it will give us that extra outlet for some of our players, and we play out the back like this anyway and distribute to our centre-backs and full-backs, so to me it makes sense that we try and utilise goalkeepers in that kind of position. Now, they don't behave like they would in real life, unfortunately, but there's certain areas where they have improved this year apparently, so I figured why not give it a go if it can help improve the tactic even a tiny bit. I'm going to use it for both tactics, but we'll try it out today with the shovel. The change I made in that last game was to haul off Rooney Courtson after 35 minutes and get Rasmus Kramer on because he was playing atrociously. Now you can see Bøje's carrying a slight knock, so we'll go with Ludvigsson, Courtson, Bigler, Bøje, Jensen, Ibsen, and Nickel on the bench. Ibsen will be fine if we need him to come off the bench or something, but I really do want to persist with Dan Benson playing every single game now, because I mean, he's a defensive midfielder by trade and he plays further up in the other tactics, so I genuinely think that he might be the missing link in this tactic, because Ibsen was performing so badly. Even when he was playing as a defensive midfielder, he was still averaging 6.4s a lot of times in games. First time I put Benson in, he immediately comes out and gets like a 7.1, I think, so there's clearly something there. Now, I've seen a few comments about this lately, and I did want to actually ask you guys about it. The idea of question of the day, it's something I removed a little while ago because I felt like it was taking up too much time in videos and just wasn't much point in it, but a lot of people seem to want me to bring it back. So if you do want me to bring it back, firstly let me know, and obviously give me some ideas for question of the day. What I might do is ask the questions during the matches, rather than taking up any unnecessary time in the actual preamble, so to speak. But let's just jump into the game. Let's jump into the news. You might notice as well that we've got the league table back. Now, this might not be a thing. I don't know what's going on. When I tried this on my laptop, sometimes it was there, sometimes it wasn't. It seemed to be totally random. At first, I thought it was just away games. Then I thought it was just home games. And it just seems to be totally random as to whether or not we get the league table in the top corner, which is a little annoying. But that's just going to be the way it's going to have to be for now. Hopefully, we'll get it more than we don't get it. But I must say, most of the time when I was doing the other games, we didn't have the league table in the top corner. It was very frustrating to look at. Hopefully, we can do a bit better. Oh, God Lord. Jensen's in here. He's not been tracked very well. Can he square it across? Oh, whew. Not the best defending there, but amazingly, we're having more possession than them in the first 15 minutes. Now, remember, it's all about what happens in the other games. If we can just get a draw in this match, then it doesn't really matter. In fact, I believe a draw is more than enough. Go on, Gregerson, get that ball down the pitch. Oh, I kind of felt like there should have been a highlight there. Dan Benson's already been booked. Oh, come on, Dan. You're better than this. Ball in, headed away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God. I think that might... Oh, wow. And we are trailing. This is going to be just like it was on the last day of the first part of the season, isn't it? Where we are going into it in a good position and they'll end up sucker punching us right at the line. I thought we'd cleared this, really. But an amazing little tuck back there from Ali, and we've not been good so far in this game. Then again, B93 are a much better side than... Who was it? BK Avata. So it's not... Can't be too surprised at that. Nygård into Franson. Can he get this ball into the post? Back post, rather. He can't... Oh! There we go. A good opportunity has gone begging. Is that going to be a sign of things to come? I really hope not. Father, uh-oh. Uh-oh, get out and close him down. Get out and close him down. That's better. Yes, here we go. Stephenson, we've got a 3-on-2 breakaway. He has to look long for Franson. Franson's going to have to look back long again for Nygård. Nygård! Oh my God, we've hit the post. See what I mean, though? The tactic is looking better away from home now. We're not looking anywhere near as vulnerable as we used to. Here we go again. Breakaway. Stephenson. Look at the amount of players we've got streaming for. We have to get a chance here. Franson. He's got to get the back post ball. Come on, Franson. Ball in. Stephenson. Nygaard. It's finally in the back of the net, and we've deserved that. We've really come firing back into this game. And, wow. Of course, I thought, yeah, because B93 were winning, weren't they? But their goal difference is far worse than ours, which means that we'd at least have that. This is lovely work here from Stephenson to knock this down for Mikael Nygaard, and that is not a good finish, but it is 1-1 here, and the point is all we need. We look very, very dangerous on the counter-attack, which is pleasant, because a lot of the time, it doesn't seem like we actually are, despite playing counter a lot. And cut out by Kramer. Can he get the ball over the... damn it. We are like one good pass away from another one of these counter-attacks. I must say, we do look very, very good on the break. Uh-oh, Rashani! Oh, my God. Omar Rashani. And that's a bit unfortunate, actually. We've looked really, really strong when we're getting the ball off them and winning it, but we just don't look good enough. Actually, just pure old defending. There's two players there. Neither of them track the runners, and look at that. Not good. Not good, guys. Not good at all, in fact. Can we get back into it again? Kramer. Let's just work the ball a little bit. Maybe hit one to the back post again. Uh-oh, we've dropped down a second. Nygaard. And that... Wait, have we? Have we dropped down a second? The league table doesn't show a drop. The league tables do seem a bit laggy this year as well. They seem to take an awful long time to update when you're actually in whatever position you're in. Because I've had times where we've scored 2 or 3 goals and it still hasn't even updated. Yeah, Bronshoy are winning away at Griva. Oh, shite. Their goal difference. I did not see their goal difference. That's not good. Although it does bode well in some senses because Griva are the home side, so you'd think they're likely to get back into the game. We need to come up with something here. Let's be... Yeah, we're losing. Let's be aggressive. Come on. Okay, everyone except Rasmus Kramer were up on board with that one. So let's hope this carries on into the second half. I think we've probably deserved to be level in this game. They've made a change as well. I think a 1-1 draw would probably be a fair reflection of that first half, but we've just got sucker punch. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, that was a really good opportunity again from Stephenson at the back post. Strikers are looking good in terms of the chance creation today. Franson particularly, but not looking good in terms of putting the chances in the net, which is kind of what you want them to do. Chang Anderson is a really good surname, I have to say. Stephenson picks the ball up. Can he get it out of his feet to someone useful? Benson, Dear Morse, everyone's very tight here. Benson, we need a long pass, and Franson's got a bit of pace on him. And he's won the ball. Can he square it? Stephenson! And that is 2-2. Really, really good work from Alan Franson. Look at the number of good opportunities we've created in an away game. And that moves us back into the lead of the league again. The grand prize of the wooden spoon, which is no doubt frozen. This is brilliant work from Alan Franson to close down his man, whip this ball across, and Nicky Stephenson might even be the top scorer now. Boyer's kind of gone off the boil a bit lately, so he could well be up there. Franson, though, for me, is man of the match so far. Excellent play from him. Ball in. Oh. I personally think we're thoroughly... Oh, my God. The defending set pieces. Do you know what's worse? We actually, I think, are set to defend set pieces this week, and I have defending set pieces tactics set up. But I think most of their goals have come directly from set pieces. That's so bad. We really are making this very, very difficult for ourselves. You should not be scoring a header from there. Why is the goalkeeper on his knees? Right, first changes. Rasmus Kramer's not having a good game. I'm going to get Rune Kortsen in because reasons. And Borup isn't having a great game either. I might get both of those guys replaced because up the field we're actually looking all right. Benson's not played brilliantly, but I don't want to bring Ibsen on. That's just a problem waiting to happen. Franson's been excellent. Stephenson's been excellent. Where else can we really improve? Burya, I don't want to risk Burya because of the injury, although it's the last game of the season. Then again, Franson's playing excellently in his role. I might actually get Stephenson off for Bigler. We're going to make 3 subs now because I really do want to force the issue a bit. We might even go to attacking for the final 22 minutes because we've got nothing to lose at this point. We have to try and win this game or at least get a draw out of it. I think we really do deserve a draw. We really do deserve it. I mean, we don't because we're losing. But in terms of what we've created, I feel like we've created enough to earn the draw. Oh my God. It's hit the crossbar. This is going to be one of those games, isn't it, where we miss out on goal difference. Bigler. And it's another big save. And the pressure is mounting on B93. But I just don't think we're going to be able to do enough here. I think they're going to get away with this. And there's going to be 3 teams tied on 38 points. And it's going to come down to goal difference in the end, I think. I thought we had a better goal difference than everyone, but it turns out there was one team left that could have bit us in the arse. I didn't even consider them winning away at Griva. Hopefully Griva can come up with a late equaliser. But usually the late goals don't tend to go in our favour, do they? Uh-oh. Why is he running away from... He was running towards the ball and then just kept on running. I think we'll probably end up conceding a 4th goal, more likely. Ball in, headed away. Oh, right. Well, that was a really strange end to the highlight. I promise that wasn't a jump cut. That was just the game. Right, Jensen. Bigler. He's facing the wrong way. Roda. Benson. Diamosa. Right, here we go. Bigler. Oh, that's poor. That's really poor. Down the field. Somebody win your header here. Don't let him win against... What? Oh dear, Finn Pedersen has not had a good game today. He really hasn't. I probably should have got him off, but then we'd have to bring on Ibsen. Fransson's free kick is very poor. Even the average ratings overall have probably been better than them, but it does look as though we're gonna get buggered here, aren't we? Nygaard, good. Get it out wide. We need a back post cross anytime you want. Courtson, Fransson. Bigler! I can't believe we've missed that. I can't believe we're actually going to lose this game. We've been so good on the chances created, my goodness. I feel like tactically we've done everything we could. It's just the chances have just been muffed up at every moment. Here we go. Kenny Jensen. Oh, I was hoping for a long ball over the top. Doesn't matter. Bigler. Can he find Nygaard? Jensen into the channel for Bigler. We need a ball across here. Come on. Good ball in. Oh, that's absolutely woeful. Oh, my goodness. This is all on the line here now. Diamosa. Into the channel for Fransson! Oh my god! Was he offside? I think he was offside. I can't believe we're not going to win this, or at least get a draw. This is amazing. Bloody hell. We're going to lose the league on goal difference here, in a game where we've played really, really well. And that's going to be it, isn't it? Oh, I don't believe it. I can't believe we've lost that game 3-2. The away tactic is looking better. I also can't believe that... Oh, they must have scored another one. They did. I can't believe we've lost that on goal difference. That's going to be the story of our bloody season, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Apparently, we should make changes. Let's do it. Yeah. You know things have gone tits up when your player wins man of the match and you've lost. And he only scored... I don't think he even scored a goal. That's how weird that game was. Identical records for the top 3 sides. And we lost out on goal difference. And it's our own fault. If we'd have just got a point somewhere, taken a chance somewhere, we could have been champions of nothing. And that's all we could ever ask for. But we did at least finish 14 points clear of the relegation places. One thing I do want to check is how many points it's going to take to get promoted. Basically, like 38 points is how much it's going to take to get promoted. That's going to be a hell of an ask if we could even qualify for that next year. But I really do hope that we can at least get into the promotion stages. Might as well take a little look at this for the end of the season. As you can see, Nygaard got 15 goals, Burja 14, and Stephenson 12. Bigler got 6, which is pretty damn good. As for assists, Stephenson and Burja were the only 2 into double figures. Assists per 90 minutes, again, it's Stephenson. Pass completion overall, Stephenson. That's actually quite good to have your strikers being the ones with that. Not too bad. Average rating, best average rating overall was Sur and Burja, but Diamosa with a 7.35. There's a lot to come from him. He's already up to 3 stars, which is excellent, and I really do hope we can continue to see him improve. You can see that he is improving across the board, generally speaking, so hopefully that'll continue into next season, unless some big clubs come along and steal him away from us, which I really don't want. So, in the next episode, we'll be heading off to Iceland and Ireland to go and take a look at some of their under-19s again and see if we can bring any more of those in, because that's the only way we can sign players at the moment. I'd like to think our rep might have gone up, but I'm actually not sure if it has. So that might be the same kind of problems as we've had before. I might have a look at Africa again and see if there's any players we can bring in, because of the Cotonou agreement, or whatever it's called, a lot of those players from Africa count as EU, which means we don't have to pay them 750 quid a week. So you never know, we might be able to find some absolute peaches there as well. Finances at the end of the first season, we've got 22 grand in the bank. We did lose a bit of money this month. Hopefully with things like kit sponsorships and stuff, we can at least try to improve that over the summer, because we're not going to be spending any money on players, that's for sure. Though scouting could cost us some money. But if you have enjoyed the video, and if you've enjoyed the first season with B67, then do be sure to smash a like on the video. That'd be amazing. It means the world. And if you are new to the channel and haven't already, do hit that big old subscribe button and subscribe for more videos like this 3 times a week on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And I will see you guys in the next episode for our first game back again. I think we'll still be in the group 3, but who knows? Hopefully some different teams. That'd be nice. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.